Today we'll be making an origami rhino. So we're starting with a square sheet of paper. If you only have A4 printer paper, have a look at our video on how you can turn that into a square. So we're going to take our left hand side, folding it over to the right, creating a crease, and then we'll open it back up. And we'll fold our left hand side into the center line. Creating a crease, and then folding our right hand side into the center line and creating a crease. We'll now fold the top down to the bottom and create a crease. We'll then open that first layer up. We'll fold from the bottom up to the center line. Create a crease, and we can open that up as well. We'll take the bottom left corner. We're going to fold it up to this first crease line and into the middle. Create a nice firm crease. And we'll open that back up. We'll open up that layer. We're just going to be pushing that in. And collapsing it back down. So as long as our folds are nice and clean, that should come back together. We're then doing the same for the bottom right hand corner. Just bringing that up to the center, just the first crease line. Nice firm crease. Open that up. Open up the layer. Push it in so it folds over. We can bring it back down. We'll open up the first layer. I'm going to be folding so this edge here runs along the center line. Fold it down to the center line, make sure it lines up along the way. Create a nice firm crease. Then we're going to create another crease just along the center line, this little flap. So we're just folding the flap back over so it's on its own side. We'll do the same on the right. So bringing this edge along here to the center line, making sure it lines up the whole way across, creating the crease, and then bringing the end of that flap back over. So just creating the little fold at the center line. We create an even smaller fold now. So just bringing that little flap back over the center line. The exact size of the fold doesn't matter as long as it's similar. We'll do the same on the right hand side. Folding the little flap over. Pressing down and creating our crease. We'll next bring our bottom left edge into the center line. Make sure everything underneath stays tucked away. Bring the edge into the center line. Create the crease. Then we're doing the same, bottom right edge into the center line. Make sure that it lines up. Create a nice firm crease. Next crease that we're going to create is going to run from this point over to the same area on the right hand side. So taking the top of our model, folding it down, just make sure that the center line matches up with the center, and we'll create our crease, and we'll open it back up. Then we're going to fold the top edge down to that new crease line. Then we can open it back up. Then we're going to fold the top edge down to that extra new crease line we've just created. We'll now lift our model up. We're turning it over. We're going to bring the left hand point into the first crease line at the center mark. Bring that in. Make sure it touches the center and touches the crease line. Push everything down to a nice firm crease. We'll do the same on the right hand side, so top right corner. Bringing it in to the center line. Touching the center. Press down firmly, creating a nice strong crease. Now we're going to put our finger inside of this first little flap. I'm going to start pulling that open. As we pull it open, we're going to begin flattening it out. As we flatten it, we're creating a crease. So when we create the crease, we want the crease to run parallel with the center line. So we'll do the same on the other side. So we'll put our finger inside the flap. We're going to begin opening that flap up, spreading it wide. Then we'll flatten it out. Pressing down so we get a crease line that runs parallel with the center crease. Now I'll be folding along this crease line here that already exists. Just folding the bottom up using that existing crease. And we'll just press down, make it nice and firm. We'll now take our top point. I'm going to be folding it back just along this point here. So we'll create a crease, fold it down, make sure that point faces straight down so you've still got that straight line running down the middle of your project. Create a crease. We can then turn our model over. Yeah, there's an existing crease line that runs along here. We're going to be folding this bottom edge to the crease line. And we'll press that down nice and firmly. Also a good time to press down your other creases as well. We'll fold back this bottom tip to around this point here. The exact point doesn't matter too much. It's forming the rhino's horn. And then this is the step where the magic happens. We'll lift our design up and push down on either side. As we turn to the side, see our pattern starting to come together. You might find that some of these smaller horns do get trapped. So if it does get stuck, you might need to fold this section back a little further just to give these room to pop up. But as it come up, now lift the horn up. And we'll push it together. We'll now lower down his head slightly. And push that back down as well. And finally for the tail, the back area of the rhino. I'm going to fold in that point. Then we'll unfold it. Open it up so you can see that triangle. Push in the middle. And then bring it back together. And then you'll have your origami rhino, ready to draw a little face and an eye. Hope that you enjoy.